Hey guys, here we are again with another of the Disney bedtime favorites. Today's going to be Wreck-It Ralph with Power Outage. It was the end of the day at the arcade, and the video game characters were gathering in Game Central Station. Suddenly, all the lights in the station went out. It was a power outage. I think we're stuck, Wreck-It Ralph told his friend Vanellope von Sweets. He was right. Until the power came back on, no one was going anywhere.
Don't worry, everyone, Fix-It Felix Jr. called out. My trusty hammer and I will have this fixed in no time.
Ralph and Vanellope started to make their way toward Felix, but it was hard to see without the lights.
Come on, Stink Brain. I think I see a... Ah!
Vanellope ran into someone.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vanellope. I didn't see you there.
It was Gene, the nice lander mare from Fix-It Felix Jr. The game.
Do you think the power will be out for a long time?
Gene asked Ralph and Vanellope nervously.
I hope not. This is fun. I hope so. This is fun,
Vanellope said. Vanellope started bouncing excitedly, but she stopped when she saw Gene shaking.
What's wrong, Gene? The truth is, the idea of spending the night away from home scares me.
Just then, Felix ran past with his hammer. Felix, tap Gene with your hammer, Ralph shouted. Maybe then he won't be scared anymore. Felix hit Gene lightly with his hammer. It was supposed to fix anything. The friends waited, but nothing happened. Gene was still scared. I'm sorry, Gene. I guess there are just some things my hammer can't fix, Felix said sadly. Vanellope and Ralph knew they needed to find a way to distract Gene until Felix came back or could get the power back on. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, kid? Ralph whispered to Vanellope.
Absolutely! Party! Come on, everyone! We're going to have a slumber party!
Wait! What? No! Ralph said. He had definitely not been thinking about throwing a party.
Trust me, big guy,
Vanellope said, patting Ralph on the back.
I know what I'm doing.
Then she climbed onto Ralph's shoulders and yelled,
Now let's have some fun!
I'm sorry, I know my voice for her is terrible. Ralph sighed. If there was one thing he knew about Vanellope, it was that once she got an idea in her head, there was no changing her mind. Ralph looked around. Satine! He called out, recognizing a fellow member of his bad guy support group, Bad Anon. Think you can help us with some light? It will be my pleasure, Satine said. He lit his staff, and a small circle of light filled the room. The video game characters wasted no time in following Vanellope's lead. Soon they were all happily playing party games. Who knew that zombie guy would be so good at this? Ralph said, watching zombie bob for apples. But Gene wasn't paying any attention to Ralph. He was too busy wishing he was safe in his own bed. Come on, Gene, Ralph said, pushing his friend toward a limbo line. You should give it a try. Gene took a deep breath and limboed under the pole. He could really bend. How's it going, Felix? Ralph called to his friend. Ralph looked around. Where was Felix?
Up here, Ralph,
Felix called from within the ceiling vents high above Ralph.
Can't talk now. Think I'm getting close.
Gene was having fun, but he was still worried. Vanellope needed another idea.
It's time for charades. Gene, you keep time. Ralph, you're up first.
I don't know about this. Excuse me. Ralph and Gene said at the same time. Gene thought he'd be too scared to help out or to keep time, and Ralph didn't think he would be very good at charades. But Vanellope wouldn't take no for an answer.
Rooster, no ice cream, no giraffe, no I got it, lollipop!
Penelope yelled as Ralph tried to act out the first word.
Time's up,
Jean yelled.
It's Cybug. I was trying to be a Cybug,
Ralph explained. Penelope could see that Jean was starting to feel better, and she planned to keep him feeling that way. She grabbed Jean by the arm and dragged him toward the starting line of a three-legged race. Jean glanced at Penelope's fellow Sugar Rush racers. They looked tough.
Penelope, maybe this isn't a good idea,
he said.
Come on, Jean. We have to beat Taffeta and Candlehead.
Penelope replied as she tied her leg to Jean's. Before Jean could say another word, Sour Bill waved the starting flag. The racers were off. Taffeta and Candlehead quickly took the lead, with Winchell and Duncan from the Bear Claw Brigade close behind.
Penelope, slow down,
Jean cried as he tried to keep up with her.
You slow down, you lose. Come on, Jean. You can do it,
Penelope said. Penelope pulled Jean along as fast as she could, but they were still in third place. Suddenly, one of the racers tripped. Everyone went flying, except for Penelope and Jean. They raced into the lead across the finish line in first place.
You did it, Jean,
Ralph said, lifting Jean onto his shoulders.
I won!
Jean cheered loudly.
Well, we won, but you were great,
Penelope said.
And look, you made it through the night,
Ralph said. He was right. The sun had come out. Suddenly, with a big bang, Game Central Station lit up. Felix had fixed the power.
I never thought I would make it through a whole night away from home,
Jean said.
But now that I have, I guess it's not so scary after all. Thanks, guys.
Of course, buddy. What are friends for? Ralph said. That was a very good story, guys. It seemed like they had a lot of fun. I wish I could have done some of those things with them. It sounded like a really good time. See you next time with another story. Bye.